Hi, my name is Landon, and I'm an economics major. For this assignment, I'm going to be analyzing the music video Where's the Love by the Black Eyed Peas. This was released in 2003, which is actually 2 years before I was born, but I do remember this song as a kid growing up. It was one of my favorites, so that's why I chose this one. I'll be applying three communication concepts from chapters 3 and 4, uh, one being perception, another being stereotype, and the third being loaded language. I'll connect them to the Global Goal 16, which is about peace, justice, and strong institutions. The music video takes place in public spaces and follows the artists as they walk through crowds while questioning violence, racism, war, and media influence. Throughout the video, every day people are shown reacting, whether it's emotionally, whether it's out of fear, frustration, anything that involves how they feel about society. This connects directly to Global Goal 16 because the song draws attention to how violence, misinformation, and prejudices weaken trust in the institutions that are supposed to protect people and promote justice. Um, the repetition of the term "Where's the love" challenges governments and society to reflect on why peace and justice feel absent and how communication plays a role in that problem. The first communication concept I'm applying is perception. This is located on page 63. Perception is the process of making meaning from experiences by interpreting information. In Communication Matters, the textbook, Floyd explains perception using an example on page 64 involving a conflict with a roommate. So this conflict with the roommate was an argument, and the roommate didn't respond to his text messages throughout the day. So that led to the person believing that the roommate was intentionally ignoring them. However, Floyd explains that this conclusion is shaped by what information the person focused on, how they organized that information and interpreted it emotionally at the end of the day. The roommate could have simply just been busy or just couldn't text back at the time, maybe have seen it, but just couldn't respond, this just shows that perception is subjective and it's influenced by assumptions rather than actual facts. This concept appears on the music video "Where's the Love" around the 35-second to about the 1 minute and 25-second mark, when the video shows a lot of images of crowds and some police and just a lot of chaos through public environments. It's those sort of things. Viewers are encouraged to form impressions quickly, often without full context. Just like the roommate example, people rely on limited information to interpret what they see. The video suggests that perceptions of violence and injustice are often shaped emotionally, which affects whether people trust institutions meant to promote peace and justice under the Global Goal 16. The second concept is stereotype. This is located on page 67, which refers to generalized belief about a group of people that ignores individual differences. Sorry, I can't speak. Floyd explains on page 63 that stereotypes are harmful because they assume everyone in a group share the same exact traits. For example, he says that even if some gay men might be emotionally sensitive, that does not make every single gay man emotionally sensitive. There's another example about people of the Asian descent often being viewed as smart or studious, or however you interpret it. However, not every Asian student is smart or studious. These examples show how stereotypes shy away from the actual differences of people and can lead to inaccurate or unfair judgment of certain groups as a whole. This idea shows up in the video around 1 minute 32 to about 2 minutes and 10 seconds, when the lyrics mainly refer to fear or social division and some terrorism. The song critiques how people are often judged or blamed based on their identity as a group rather than their actual individual being. These stereotypes create fear and discrimination, and ultimately this weakens trust, which is what links to the Global Goal 16, which obviously emphasizes justice and strong institutions built on fairness rather than assumptions. Also, these timestamps are as accurate as I could really get with them, but I feel like overall these three topics, these three terms, are pretty much like boldly covered throughout the entire music video. But these timestamps are breaking it down as much as possible. But yeah, this is at the end of the day, this is just a really good music video and really good message behind it, the entire song. Anyway, back on track. The third concept I'm applying is loaded language, and this is located on page 94, which refers to words or phrases that carry strong emotional meaning, and this thus influence how messages are received. Chapter 4, Floyd explains, this is on page 94 as well, that loaded language works by using words with powerful connotations rather than neutral meanings. An example for this would be like the word cancer literally refers to a disease, while some people use it to describe problems, like poverty, in order to show disgust in things. Like if something's a cancer, it could be like just detrimental to the situation in many different situations, not just the actual disease. This concept appears in Where's the Love around 213 to 325, when the lyrics repeatedly use emotional words related to hate and love and more terrorism and just more social injustice. But these words are meant to provoke strong emotional reactions. By using loaded language, the song creates a sense of urgency and frustration. It also encourages empathy, on the other hand, because while yes, they're trying to get points across, they're doing it in a very peaceful and empathetic way. This emotional Framing pushes viewers to question society, and ultimately this also supports the Global Goal 16's emphasis on accountability and justice. And like I said, peace, how they're trying to push this in a peaceful way and really show people like the problems that are going on, but peacefully, which I think it does a very good job with. Anyway, overall, perception, stereotypes, and loaded language work together to shape how people understand social issues. Perception influences how events are interpreted, stereotypes misinterpret groups and reduce empathy, and loaded language intensifies emotional responses. This activity helped me realize how easily communication can influence attitudes towards justice. If I were creating a message to support Global Goal 16, I would focus on challenging stereotypes and using loaded language the right way. This music video shows that communication can either deepen division or help promote peace and justice, depending on how it's used. And like I said, I think they used it very well, and I think that this is a very good music video and message, and overall, just a great song that I definitely am about to start playing a lot more in my car and in my music rotation because it's a banger. Anyway, thank you for listening.